Do you get a stomach ache when you think about having to go to work? And do you feel controlled by your boss, by coworkers, clients who constantly want something from you? And do you feel overwhelmed and powerless by the pressure and expectations of others at your job? Then you may be an HSP in an unfavorable job. Welcome to today's episode. My name is Robert, and today we talk about the one and only best job in the world for most highly sensitive people. So think about that for a moment. What exactly would have to be different for you to feel good about your work? Don't you want to have someone who is telling you what to do and what not to do? Or do you long for more independence of time and place and want more freedom in your job? Admittedly, this is probably not possible in some professions. For example, if you work and care or have to be present on site with clients. But if you feel like you're in the wrong job anyway, then this is probably the best career path for you. And it's called being self-employed, working for yourself. And before you switch off now because you think, oh great, that's impossible for me, then because I have to change my whole entire life, listen for a moment. I used to think that it was impossible to be self-employed as well. That it's only done by some shady salespeople and coaches or network marketing folks that nobody wants to have anything to do with. But actually, it's not that far off. Just think about all the safe employment career opportunities that might exist for your expertise as well. They're freelance writers, yoga teachers, fitness instructors, therapists and coaches, at least the serious ones, network marketers, okay, I'm joking, photographers and graphic designers, web developers and programmers, consultants of all kinds, virtual assistants, so much more. And if your expertise is not on the list already, new skills are learnable. So as you can see, the list goes on. And in the episode before this one, I already outlined 10 ideal career paths for highly sensitive people. Definitely check this episode out if you did not listen to it already. Self-employment has many advantages in this regard, with special consideration given to the needs of highly sensitive people. First and foremost, you have full control over the complete environment of your activity. Second, you decide where to work. You decide when to work. You can even decide who you can work with. You're your own boss. You can decide which activities you want to do, although of course, and I have to say that, of course you have to do some activities, like taxes, for example. You won't get around these. But all in all, I would still say it's a pretty great deal because you can still decide in which direction you want to go. Ideally, you also do something you really love and stand behind, and you work for yourself, as I said, and not for your boss you don't even like. And if you now think, and I know that's an HSP thing, about all the challenges that might come to you when you would decide to start a business, just keep in mind this would definitely be a long time endeavor, and it is especially important to see it from this bird's eye perspective that it might make you happier in the long run if you are now unhappy in your current job. If you're still unsure, that's why I want to talk about my personal challenges and how I became a self-employed HSP in the next episode with you. Definitely subscribe to this channel so you won't miss it, and also feel free to check out our book list in the description about the best topics for highly sensitive people. And I see and speak to you in the next episode where I share my story with you, how I became a self-employed HSP.